Hey, everybody. We are trying a new webcam tonight, so I'm going to try to move it over just a little bit. Okay, maybe that's a little better. Hello. How you doing, Crystal? Thank you for being here tonight. Hey, TS. Hello, Shayla. How are you doing? Thank you guys for coming. It's just me tonight. Can y'all hear me okay? I've got a new webcam. Hey, Dutch. How you doing, sweetie? Y'all let me know that you're hearing me okay. Oh, good. I got a brand new webcam, so we're going to try it. Perfect. Awesome. Very cool. I got a detachable webcam, so when I do the new What's on Your Plate show Saturday, we can move it around away from the computer on Saturdays. I'm really excited about it. Awesome. So it's just me tonight. So, hey, Built on the Rock, how you doing tonight? Hey, Big Dreams, how you doing, sweetie? I miss you and Marco. You need to come in and say hi to us. I could never figure out the other deal that you do. I didn't have room on my phone. I know. See, and I have the other problem with that other program. I don't have enough space on this phone. I miss you, my friend. You know, the wind in Conroe was crazy today as well. It was blowing 90 miles an hour. Yeah, I recharge my phone quite a bit with Marco. I have learned though, the kind of the secret with Marco on the phone is, and it's not as bad as it was. Big Dreams, we're not quite as crazy as it used to be, so it's not as bad. So just FYI. But anyway, the winds was crazy in Conroe today as well. Anybody that is in the south, Friday is going to be crazy for storms. They're predicting we could get tornadoes Friday night here, like spring-like weather. It's kind of scary. They were just talking about it on the weather. So like 9 o'clock at night time, which nighttime tornadoes are always scary, and they're kind of scary in this area anyway. Up in North Texas, you know, you can see when there's tornadoes. Plus, one, people have tornado shelters. Down here, they don't. And you can hear. And the second part is there's no tornado sirens because these people around here say, oh, we don't ever get tornadoes. So they don't have any tornado sirens unless you have, you know, the National Weather Service on your phones. And then the other thing is if there are tornadoes, they usually are rain wrapped, so you don't see them coming anyway. You know, in North Texas, you usually can see them. They're the more picturesque type tornadoes. So all the more reason I can't wait to get back to North Texas. Yes, do they have more tornadoes? But at least I'll see that they coming. And I have a nice storm cellar. Did y'all see my, if you haven't seen my video, 2020 video, I show that I don't go down in it, but I show you at least the nice uh, tornado shelter that I have. It's a great tornado shelter that my granddad built. I love that cellar. Hello, Bruns. How are you doing, my friend? Um, when we moved, true story, when we moved to Conroe, up in North Texas, you know, like the first Wednesday of the month, most places up in North Texas, that's when they test the tornado sirens, right? And I've heard them my entire life. Usually it's like the first Wednesday of the month. When we moved to Conroe, I never heard the tornado sirens go off. Never. And I'm like, what's the deal? So I called the city hall and was like, when do y'all test the tornado sirens? And the lady, the receptionist, whoever I talked to her, they're like, I don't know what you're talking about. And I said, the tornado sirens. When do y'all test the tornado sirens? And she said, ma'am, we don't have tornado sirens here. And I said, what do you mean you don't have tornado sirens? She said, we don't have tornado sirens, ma'am. And I'm like, well, how do you know how do you alert people if there's a tornado warning? And she said, well, I guess you put it on your phone, you know, the National Weather Service on your phone. And I'm like, oh, dear God. My little 500 people town has tornado sirens. I just never understood that concept in my life. You know, it just floored me that a town of, at the time, 60,000 people didn't have tornado sirens. And she said, we just don't get tornadoes down here. Then the very next spring, 8 miles north of us had an EF2 tornado. And it was a really pretty picturesque EF2 tornado, but they never get tornadoes down here. And they've become more frequent in the area since then. But I do have National Weather Service on my phone now. Okay, I'm y'all forgive me. I'm catching up on comments here. But I used to be, I'm not now. I used to, I guess it runs out. I haven't checked into it. I used to be a certified storm spotter. I love it. I love weather. I'm a weather geek. So I can read radar, and I used to moderate a chat room for a meteorologist friend of mine, Michael Phelps. When the El Reno tornado hit Oklahoma, he was chasing that storm. I was watching and moderating his chat and live stream, and he came real close getting rolled by that tornado. And he's good. I mean, he's been doing it for 30 years, and that took out, you know, some dang good chasers, some of the best in the field. And I was like, oh my God, please don't let my friend die in this tornado. That was scary. And he literally called an off stop. He had another van following, and I watched him almost get rolled as that tornado grew. I mean, just went from nothing to blow up, and it was scary. I really thought I was going to watch my friend die in that tornado. That was scary. I told him after that, I love you, Mike, but I can't do this anymore. I'm not going to watch you die in tornadoes. I won't say it. When I move back up to North Texas, I may chase a little bit again. They just don't have good storms down here unless you want to go chase a hurricane. Oh, that's awesome. Built on a Rock. I am a total weather geek. I love it. Sorry, didn't mean to geek out on you guys. I just thoroughly enjoy weather, but it kind of controls our lives. I don't want anything to hit any property or anything like that. You know, big picturesque tornadoes in the middle of a field that's not going to hurt anything. You know, when what was it, 76, when the tornado hit Wichita Falls. I had been in Wichita Falls earlier that day. I was a very little girl. I was like three or four. But you know, I would take a risk with the tornado, Crystal, over ice and, you know, crazy blizzards and all that kind of stuff. In all honesty, I lived in Young County in Jack County most of my life. I can honestly say I've really come close encounter of a tornado only a couple of times in my life. It's something everybody needs to experience at least once in their lives. And if you know what to look for, I mean, it's like living on the Gulf Coast. You know, I've lived through Harvey and Amelia, when that the last one's name. Amelia snuck up on that stupid winch, snuck up on us within 24 hours. And we got more rain out of that than we did Harvey and Conroe. So I don't want no earthquakes, and it's funny, they're feeling more earthquakes at home now from all the fracking than they are. And I never felt an earthquake growing up, but they've had several small earthquakes at home. One that knocked a picture off the wall, but it's from all the fracking in Oklahoma. Boy, all this has kind of turned into weird subjects anyway. Did y'all see anybody see me holding the chicken last weekend? I had more fun holding that it was a little bitty tiny chicken. It was so much fun. I was like tearing up, and my dad's like, Misty, please don't cry in front of the neighbors holding their chickens. And the lady she's like literally, the house that they bought and the land is like 3 acres. Actually used to be a part of our farm. My uncle sold her the house and the land. And the lady was actually really cool. And she's like, no, I get it. She said, I'm a chicken lady. You know, I'm a chicken person too. And they had 8 new baby goats. I hate the cold. I mean, we need the cold. We haven't had any kind of winter here at all. It was 30 degrees this morning, and I think it's the coldest it's been this winter. But it warmed up into the 60s today. Oh, those little goats. Crystal, I wish I had gotten some better pictures of them, but the dogs, they've got 2 Great Pyrenees dogs that kept running them back up on the hill, but the little baby goats were so cute. And then my mom and I were debating what kind of goats we're going to get. Mom wants some of the little I'm tired, so I'm going to pray just brain fart here, but she's wanting some of the little dwarf goats. I'm wanting some La Manchas, but she's like, those are the ugliest goats I've ever seen in my life. We're not getting earless goats. And I'm like, but Mom, they make good milk and butter. And she's like, we're not getting earless goats, Misty. And I'm like, let's compromise. You can have some of the little little cute dwarf goats, and I can get some La Manchas. Thank you, Shayla. Yes, the Nigerian. That's what she wants. I'm just like, but I don't want to milk the little Nigerian dwarf goats, Mom. And she said, well, I'm not wanting them for the milk anyway. I'm just wanting them because they're cute. See, I'm thinking production. My mother's just wanting things because they're cute. So, you know, oh yeah, my mother is, she's 70 years old. She's just wanting things because they're cute and to feed them animal crackers. And I'm thinking production and what I could do. And yeah. Oh, I'm sure they do. I'm just wanting La Manchas. I think La Manchas are cute, even if they don't have ears. And my dad, y'all should have seen my dad. I swear, he's sitting over there the whole time thinking, "Y'all are just making a lot of work for me, aren't you?" And just kind of shaking his head at Mom and I as we're looking through the chicken catalog, going, "Oh, I want one of these, and I'm wanting one of these," and then we're looking at different goat breeds and all this. And my dad, the whole time, is just shaking his head. What are y'all getting me into? Hello, J Loves Adventures. How are you, my sweet friend? But I wish I would have been able to get a little bit more of the farm filmed. But my grandmother, she's kind of in the late stages of dementia. I mean, she can still kind of do some things for herself, and I was very blessed that she recognized me. It took her a minute. We walked in, and she hesitated. I didn't know if she would or not since I've lost so much weight. It took her a minute, and then it kind of dawned on her who I was. And she's like, "Judy, is this your daughter?" And she's really excited to see me, but I was afraid if I went, you know, going around with the camera or whatever, it might, because she looks around out the windows and all that. That I didn't want to scare her too much or bother her, so I didn't film as much as I wanted to. But it was. Hey Wolfman, how are you, my friend? But it was still a good visit, and I was very happy to get to visit with her, and I was very grateful that she recognized me because we weren't so sure if she would. I think some of the other grandkids she struggled with recognizing, so we still had a great visit though. And I'm very excited about our neighbors because they have like I said, a bunch of goats and a bunch of chickens. And she said, we do get up there to the farm. She said, anything that we need, any help, she is more than willing to help. So, hello, Connie. That's awesome. How is Pasadena Day? Do you see, Connie, that we're supposed to get some weather Friday? Be weather aware. That's what we were talking about earlier. We could have some funky. Oh, sorry, kicked the camera over there. We could have some funky weather Friday. Anybody in Louisiana? They're gonna get it even worse than we are. I think here in Texas. So I don't know. Has anybody seen any of our Louisiana people come in? So I've got a video coming out later, maybe this weekend, that I'm really excited about. I won't give it away yet, but y'all be on the lookout for it. I'm really excited about it. I've been talking with my Marco buddies about it, that it's going to be fun. Yes, thank you for hitting the thumbs up. That sure does help me. Yes, Crystal, I need your input too, my marketing genius. If y'all ever need any help with marketing, websites, business stuff, hit Crystal with Copper Kettle Farms. Hit her up, because this woman is a genius when it comes to that kind of stuff. I'm telling you, she can help you out so much. Crystal, go ahead, please, and drop your link, because she's helped Samson Farms out. She's doing him up a website. So go ahead and please drop your link. Yeah, your business for your marketing stuff, your web design, your stuff that you do. Whichever one you want to put, Crystal. Absolutely. Anybody that you see, and anybody that you see with a wrench beside their name, they please check out their channels. They are just good as gold, and they are worth checking out, worth watching. And they are, personal friends. So please check them out. And I adore them immensely. So be sure and check out their channels. And I don't know what I would do without them. Sorry. Trying to move my phone, and I'm plugged into the power source over there trying to get a charge on it, because Marco drains it. We have a core group that is just amazing. So be sure and check out my mods, because they're amazing. Oh, I just realized there's one in here that I haven't. There we go. Absolutely. So anyway, all right. Now, enough of Misty rambling. Well, that's kind of what I'm supposed to do in a life, huh? But so 2020, what's everybody's goals? All right. One thing I've got here going, I just realized that I need to start my plant starts next week. It completely snuck up on me. And I'm like, just kind of like Christmas, Thanksgiving, and everything else in my life completely snuck up on me. So I am going to be, what am I pressure canning this week? I am going to be pressure canning some pulled pork. We are going to be doing pulled pork. And that is something I am going to be pressure canning. I did make jelly this week. But, yep, pressure canning pulled pork. I've got it in the refrigerator, and we will be working on that. Thawed out and ready to go. That is something I'm going to be doing. Probably going to be showing that this weekend. Crystal, I have not done honey sweetened jelly yet. I want to. And the main reason I haven't done that yet is just because honey's so expensive. And yeah, that's the main reason I haven't done it yet. If I had access to my own bees, I would totally do it. But I would love to try it. I've heard of people doing it, and I'm so scared to do it because if it's screwed up, that's a lot of waste of a lot of honey, and honey is really expensive. But this the grape jelly that I just did, I did use the non-GMO sugar. So I will look into that, Shayla. I will look at that recipe and see, because I'm just so scared to screw that up. Because yeah, it is so expensive. And the truth is, I don't know how well, I mean, because a lot of the jelly that I make to sell. And I don't know how well it would, yeah, how well it would sell around here anyway, because to be completely honest with you, a lot of my market, a lot of these folks are not even interested in organic or anything. Yeah. Most of them could care less, to be completely honest with you. Crystal, I'll try. I will look into it. I'll go look at those recipes. Shayla, if you will do me a favor, Facebook message me that link, and I'll go look at the recipe, because I'm absolutely willing to try it. And put it out there, especially, you know, when we go to the bash and stuff, because I know homesteaders would be a lot more willing to buy it, where, like I said, locally, most of folks around here that I sell jelly to could absolutely care less. They really, yeah. I love potato ham soup. Oh, potato soup in general is one of my favorite soups. I absolutely love. Um, there is a local restaurant here in town, Joe's Italian Restaurant. If you're ever in Conroe, for local people, it's in an old Pizza Hut restaurant. Joe's is got to be one of my favorite places to eat. Joe makes everything from scratch. He makes his own mozzarella cheese daily, and he makes potato. He does everything in season. He only makes soups in the winter, and he does it. I got to remember which day he does potato soup, but I think it's on Wednesday. He uses prosciutto in it. Oh, dear Lord in heaven, that is the best potato soup. It's all scratch, you know. He's not even Italian. He's like Lithuanian, you know, mobster. Literally, I shouldn't say that a whole lot, but literally, this guy, and he's just one of the nicest guys. You know, he knows you when you come in. Just, I love Joe. I do. He's a great guy. Keep kicking my camera. I love Joe's. If you were in the area, Joe's Italian Pizza is the name of the restaurant. Best Italian food you will ever eat in your entire life. Like I said, he's not Italian, he's Lithuanian. But OMG, it's good. Good stuff. You ever in this area, go stop at Joe's. It's not expensive. It's We very seldom ever eat out, but when we do, we go to Joe's. And he does the bread, the garlic bread. Good Lord. I'll I'll just eat a cup of the potato soup. That's all I need. So doing tomato starts today or this week. Probably I will start with tomato starts, cucumbers, okra, everything I'm growing in grow bags. So I am really excited. I've got to get my bigger grow bags ordered probably on the 15th when I get paid. But I can get them started and set in the windows and all that stuff. Really excited. Hopefully, I do have an email. Crystal, could you and grab my email and post it for me? Or one of y'all, just grab it off my about page. Shayla, I am so excited about my growing. I cannot tell you. Thank you, sweetie. I appreciate it. I figure if I can grow houseplants, I can grow outside. And my biggest fear, and it's not a true fear. I figure I'll have people that will want to help themselves to my produce. And, I guess if they're that hungry, knock yourself out. But as long as they leave me some. Thank you. That's the biggest thing is that living in an apartment, is that I'm going to have little hands that are going to, well, it's not the adults so much as we have some little kids that I'm afraid they're going to go, ooh, tomato. Ooh, but maybe not, We'll see. But, some of it I'm going to try to plant up here. I don't think up here they'll mess with the stuff by my door. It's the stuff that I'm going to plant out here that may be a little bit harder to control. But, we'll see. And then, if they're that hungry, then God bless them. It's like if they'll eat it. But it's been getting better in my building. They have the kids have been more down up that way, and not so much in this area. So I'm thinking I may be okay. I've got kind of I need to get out here and kind of shoot a video and show y'all kind of what I have to work with. There's kind of a little cubby that I think that I can put a lot of it over in this area that they're not going to really see it and mess too much with it. So I think I ought to be okay. So anyway, so today we went to my daughter's community college, and Connie, you probably know about Lone Star. She's going to Lone Star, and picked up her books. Luckily, she gets financial aid, or I think we would just, oh dear God, $580 for 4 classes for just the books. For the books, that's not the classes. That's just for 4 classes worth of books. I just want to cry. Last semester, that's for 1 semester. Last semester, we bought the books, and we thought, well, we'll just take them back to the bookstore because they say, oh, bring them back and we'll buy them back. She got $6. $6 after paying $407 for the books. I was like, you've got to be kidding me. So this semester, we're going to like take them back to, half price books or Amazon or something and try to sell them that way. I'm not taking them back to that dang school bookstore and selling them back to them. I was just $6 after paying $408, or her Pell Grant paid $580. I just wanted to cry. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. What? And one of them, I showed it to my Marco buddies. One of them was a book for PE. Why do you need a book for PE? Somebody explain that to me. Why do you need, and it was a little bitty book too. I mean, it was like that thick, was $85. Highway robbery, my friends, right there at its finest. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have much of a balcony. I have what they call a Juliet balcony. It's about that wide. And then from the size of a French windows wide and about that deep. I mean, I can stand out there, but that's it. It's kind of a joke, really. Yeah, Shayla, it is absolutely highway, and this is it's a community college, what we used to call junior college. It's not even a full-blown university. I'm just like, her classes for this semester, for 4 classes was a little over $1,000, which I thought was phenomenal considering what they probably would have cost us at a university. So I guess I ought to count my blessings there. But $1,500 for books and tuition. So anyway, it's just crazy, 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 crazy. Right. I know. We're going to do something different because yeah. Facebook Marketplace, something, because there's got to be a better way than that. That was just her freshman year, or her first semester. So, you live and you learn. We learned a lot the first semester. Right. Exactly. Well, and then you get there and you don't use half of what they ask of you to use. I ran into that too. She had that happen, that they wouldn't buy it back on a couple of them. So, and the books were fine. It was just I think one of them was the anthropology book, because it wasn't a popular class, so they didn't buy the book back. So, hello, Brashard at home said, welcome. Thank you for coming. Hey, y'all heads up tomorrow, Friday night. Did y'all see that there's supposed to be some nasty weather? We're supposed to get it first, and then you're going to get it like in the middle of the night, I think, my friends. They're predicting tornadoes and everything. Yeah, it sure don't sound like fun. I for I was noticing this morning. Of course, you know how all that can change, Bashard, before now and Friday. But they were saying this morning you guys were supposed to get the brunt of it, and then tonight at 6 they moved it back where we're in it. So it could be a rough Friday for all of us, I think. Yeah, we've been talking about. We went and picked up my daughter's college books, $580. I mean, her Pell Grant paid for it, but it's still highway robbery for 4 classes just for the books. I feel sorry for anybody who has to pay out of pocket or student loan that. I'm very grateful that she qualifies for that Pell Grant. I am definitely counting our blessings. Because I don't know what we'd do. I told her, I said, hey, Sherry, how are you doing, sweetheart? Because, if there'll come a point she'll have to take student loans, when she gets to Sam Houston, because that's where she plans to transfer to. And I told her, I said, take advantage of this as long as you can, because, so many people are in, debt, student loan debt till you're 50. How are you doing? Are you feeling any better, Sherry? I'm assuming this is Sherry. I'm sorry, I'm catching up on. This is. I'm so sorry, sweetie, that y'all just can't seem to get over this mess. I have decided, I understand now why two people do these lives. It is so much easier when you have two people doing it. Um, I told Keith went to uh, Papa Z. He went, he's a youth leader as well. And so that's what he's doing tonight. That's what he usually does on Wednesday nights. And I told him, I said, I almost hate to see you go tonight because it's a lot easier when you're here, and both of us are doing this. Thank you, Connie. I will check that as soon as I get off here. It is so much easier when with two people doing these lives. So one person can read, another can chat, and especially as quiet as he is, it helps. If y'all didn't know that, I never shut up, and he doesn't usually talk much. So if y'all see us at the Shindig or at the Bayou Bash, expect me and him not to say more than 3 words. That's how that's probably going to go. I think, Crystal, we're probably a lot alike, couple wise. I think that's Sherry. I know when we were up in North Texas visiting with my son. My poor husband didn't have a chance. Jacob, my son, and I, and then Kendra chimed in. My poor little husband just sat there the whole time because my son and I were just doing this the whole time. It was hilarious. Because Jacob is just like I am. We were just constantly. But my mom and I are like that too. We were just rattling. And my husband and my dad were sitting over on the couch the whole time. Kind of like that. Actually, my dad was like this the whole time. As mom and I were talking goats and chickens, dad was like, but it's okay. He's like, as long as you're gonna do the work, he's gonna love it. I think inwardly, I think daddy's excited at the prospect of getting me home because he took me out there and he showed me all his stuff and he's excited about getting me home. My dad was showing me how his knife sharpener and his reloader oh my gosh. He even got his drone out and showed me how to fly his drone. He was even telling me where all the water lines were. I mean, come on. Yeah, I think he's excited. Now we just got to do something about it. Oh my gosh. We were driving up there. Okay. So when you leave Graham and driving out to the farm, guys, I saw two big old hogs, feral hogs, dead on the side of the road. I bet those things were 300 pounds a piece. They were huge. I wish if I hadn't been driving, I would have, and we were not on this rinky dinky country road, I would have tried to get a picture of them. They were, I can't even tell y'all how big these stupid things were. They may have been bigger than that. They were huge. Sherry. Dude, I'm serious. Big old hogs. Who is Marcoing me? Yeah, well, I can't say what I want to say to that because I'm being recorded right now. But you know what I'm thinking on that. So, yeah, we'll just leave it at that. Yeah, I'll say it on Marco later. I don't want any evidence on YouTube. But anyway. Hey, Mary, how are you, my friend? No, we had a really good time, though. It was a lot of fun, and I got to play with some chickens and some goats and um, did a lot of dreaming. So, a lot of planning. Got my doTERRA catalog in the mail a while ago, or UPS came a while ago. Got that in, so yay. Now I have got to start learning about making soap. So I have something to sell at the bash. So that's happening. And my computer is starting to get warm on my lap. Yeah, well, that's gonna happen. That's still gonna happen. Don't you worry, Sherry. I'm bringing it. Yeah, I'm going to be bringing a lot of stuff. So we're going to turn around twice, and it's going to be time for the shindig. I told Papa, I was like, the way everything else has snuck up on us, we're going to turn around, and it's going to be here. And I'm really excited. I cannot. So I know I'm going to be there. Richard, are y'all going to the shindig? Y'all are going to be there too, aren't you? And I know Dutch is going to be there. Who else is going to shindig? Yeah, I can't go to Mississippi. I wish. I wish I could go to Mississippi. I wish you could go to Big Dreams Homestead. I would love for you to be able to go. Are you? Awesome. Yeah, the hogs in North Texas are bad. They're insane. Jessica, I am so excited to hear that. I'm so glad you're going to the shindig. We're going to have so much fun. We need t-shirts. Yes, we need t-shirts. Something we can wear. Yeah, we need t-shirts. You know, Jessica, between you, me, and Sherry, and no Marco, no Marco yarn t-shirt, Sherry. No. And Nathan and oh dear Lord, we're gonna be a mess. Y'all realize that, right? Papa has threatened me to lock me in Sherry's camper. I'm like, I don't know that that's even a safe alternative. You realize that, right? Because we still can get in a lot of trouble that way. Because we could still threaten to take over the universe just sitting in Sherry and Daryl's trailer. What do you think, Sherry? Exactly. We could still cause a lot of trouble from there. What do you think, Jessica? Shayla, you gonna be at the shindig? Crystal, you need to come too. I know you are thinking about it. Oh. I know it. Awesome. I would love to go to HOA. There is just no way I can pull off more than the two I'm doing. Hello, Food Forest. How are you doing, my friend? You come in at the last minute, didn't you? I'm glad you're here. Yes, I'm really truly looking forward to these events. Being around some like-minded folks, in all honesty, is just awesome. No one I have to explain anything to or justify anything to is going to be amazing. I I was explaining to somebody, trying to explain something about um, having a simple conversation about food today, and they just weren't, um, what they put in our food today, and they just weren't getting it, and were getting really kind of defensive about it. And I wasn't even trying to be combative about it. And oh, it's just going to be good to be around people who get it, you know. So I'm looking forward to it, and that's why I love the homesteading community, because you guys get it. I don't have to like beat my head up against the wall trying to get anybody to understand it. You guys already get it. You know, there isn't. I don't have to explain myself. Everybody already understands what's broken with the food system. So, it's just going to be nice to not have to go into an hour explanation about it. I'm looking so forward to just being able to, like, yeah, exactly. you know. Oh, awesome. Okay. Yeah, we're Dutch. In fact, my husband and I we're flying out of Houston to DFW. We're actually, because I got a little bit of a cheaper flight, flying to DFW and switching flights in Dallas and flying into Arkansas to, and then we're renting a car from Arkansas to Little Rock and driving from there. Sorry, I'm reading comments, guys. I apologize. Well, my friends, we are coming up on that hour mark. I want to thank each of you so much for coming in here and listening to me ramble. I appreciate y'all so much, and thank you for um, supporting my dreams. And I just want to express that everything that I do, I'm doing to get me back on that farm. It's all about getting back on that 15 acres, growing my own food, and becoming sustainable. So thank you so much for your support. Don't forget, Saturday morning, 8 a.m. Central Standard Time, What's on the Plate with Mama Z. We're going to be doing the live cooking demos. We're going to be doing canning and all that kind of stuff. So if you're available, come join us. If not, you can always catch the videos, the live streams on replay. So thank you so much again for joining me. Thank you for mods. Be sure and check out their channels. They're every one of them I love and follow and I adore. So thank you again. God bless, guys.